They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Grove. Fires to the big fella. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Handoff from the gun. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I'll tell you, this This guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Gives it on the option. Plows through the defense. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to scramble. Gets it to the back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air, it's Grove. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for space, it's Castro. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes a connection. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. Was to pass. Looking for the score. Big fella moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. Quick strike complete. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass, it's Grove. Snagged in the middle, it's Bender. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He caught it! And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking downfield, it's Grove. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Out there. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
That last incompletion brings up a third down. Zings it complete to the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Reads it, fires complete. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
To the air. It's Grove. Got his man quickly. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately quickly, but not before he gets it to the 40. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on third down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
On target. What a cut. Now he's loose. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Here we go. Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush four guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Rowe. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A strike downfield. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, East Carolina.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 40. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. The official says no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Pirates will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. He'll keep it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also
lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Castro. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it work.
Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Looking to throw, it's Rowe. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And that is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. Lead is huge.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Castro. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. Spins away from the defense. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Pirates can really attack on this second and short. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Catch in the middle. It's Tatum. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to sneak it. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Pirates didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Go straight ahead. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now adjusting. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, ECU. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Running to the left. Got enough for the first. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our...
Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the punishment has been extended. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Castro. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Pirates come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Running back searching for a hole.
The number one goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had zero impact in this game.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Tatum. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Pirates look to keep this drive humming. The give on the outside. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
And they've converted their first two third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Pirates! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Off and running. safe. And the route is on.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. He'll do it himself. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Man, when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him, and basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping it.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Castro. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Off the play fake. This time he's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bender. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Batista. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's looking to pass. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.